Welcome back to the live lounge, everyone, here at PF International at the Kartmasters British Kart Grand Prix. My name's Chris McCarthy, your host, our first driver of the day. Joining us, we're going to be joined by lots of previous Kartmasters winners, and I'm pleased to say our first guest of the day is a man I commentated on. It was my first time commentating here at Kartmasters, Mark Kimber, who won back in 2014 in Honda Cadet. Mark, thank you very much for joining us here in the live lounge.
No problem.
First of all, tell us what brings you back here this year. Of course, you're racing again this year. Tell us what you're racing in this weekend.
I'm racing in the senior road tax class this week. Obviously, it's such a big event, one-off event, and it's great to be back here. Everyone wants to win. It's the hardest race in the UK, so yeah, I thought why not give it another shot.
And how's it been going so far? Of course, we've had our first day where you had qualifying in 2 heats. How's it gone so far?
Yeah, the testing went quite well. We struggled a little bit for speed in the 2 qualifying heats yesterday, but we're slowly getting there, and as long as we're there by Sunday, you know, anyone can win it. So.
Now, our theme for the live lounge is My Road to Victory. We want to talk a little bit about the journey that these guys went on to win the GP plate, because it's not an easy task going and winning a GP plate, and it's something that definitely sticks with you forever. Mark, I know it was quite a long time ago now. I mean, I don't remember a huge amount of 2014 myself, but tell us a little bit about what you remember from that season in 2014 building up to Kartmasters. How had the season been going when you arrived to
Yeah, no, it was a strong season for me. Obviously, I had an accident at the start of the year which set me back a bit, but then we were starting to win races again, and Kartmasters, you've got a few days to find the speed, a lot of qualifying heats, so you've got to stay consistently at the front, and then the final is pretty much, it's all down to you out on the track. So it's definitely a difficult race to win because everyone will give it everything going into the last few laps of the final. You know, loads of defending, often some crashes as well, so it's really staying out of trouble throughout the weekend and trying to keep at the front as you get towards the final.
And tell us about some of the other names that were on the grid. Do you remember some of the guys that you were racing against in the class that year?
Kimber was in it. I can't remember.
Of course, he's racing in Porsches now, isn't he?
Yeah, I can't remember a lot of the drivers, to be honest. I remember the year before, I lost to Rory Hodgson. He got me towards the line, so that was gutting. But then to come back a year later and win is obviously like quite a good achievement.
So, of course, 2013, for those of you who don't remember, Rory Hodgson was third coming out the line, coming out the last corner and won at the line. So I imagine that made you even more determined going into that 2014 race.
It's frustrating because when you're in Cadet, it's all about the slipstream and pushing, and I was coming to the line trying to defend one position, and he got us both in the end. So yeah.
How is it when you go out onto the track, when you're starting towards the front? How is it when you go out on the circuit for that warm-up lap? The nerves must build massively on that warm-up lap.
Yeah, just the start's really important here because with all the defending and stuff, it's hard to get past. So making the first lap as successful as possible, trying to make up a few positions, you know, trying different things, going around the outside. When sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, but that's racing. So.
And the Honda Cadet racing as such, I know even that year it's all about, it's a race of patience, isn't it?
Yeah,
really.
It's a long final. It's a lot different in Cadets to what it is in the bigger classes, and a 15-minute final in Cadet is a long time. Everyone's just like pushing away, and then you get towards the 5 minutes, 5 minutes to go, and it gets really scrappy. So.
And take us back to that moment when you crossed the line. How did it feel?
Yeah, it's a great feeling knowing like you've won the Kartmasters Grand Prix, and yeah, nothing really beats it as far as UK races are concerned.
It must have. It's something that stayed with you to this day, I imagine.
Definitely, yeah.
Let's just quickly touch on this year, what you're up to away from Kartmasters.
Yeah,
You mentioned you're looking to get to the grand finals.
Yeah,
you won that last year, of course.
I'm doing the DD2 class in Europe and the BNL series. Trying to finish the trio of grand finals, junior, senior and DD2. And then we'll see how that goes and then see what we'll do for next year.
Okay, let's wrap up then. We've got a question of the day that we're going to be asking all of our guests here in the live lounge. We started asking it with Nigel Edwards. We're now going to ask Mark Kimber, our first driver guest of the day. So, question of the day, Mark, if you could go back in time and race at any Kartmasters in any class, which would it be and why?
Well, I don't know specific drivers from years, but I'd probably go back 10 to 15 years ago to either the senior Rotax class, where I know there's a lot of big names who was racing it, and the racing was definitely hard, or the KF classes with Dennis and Albon and those sort of people.
So back to sort of 2008, 2009.
Yeah, that area, yeah.
Good stuff. Good answer there. So we'll KF3 or Rotax back in the day then is what Mark Kimber is going for. You can let us know what your answers are in the comments below. But Mark, best of luck this weekend. Thank you very much for joining us here in the live lounge. That's been our interview here with Mark Kimber in the live lounge.